Hi, my name is Marty the Muscle Man. Come along with me as I show you how to become a muscle man too. Before we get to the weights, let me bring you through my morning. If you're not fueling properly, your progress will plateau quickly in your lifting capabilities. It is important to identify your goals before deciding what foods to add to your pre-workout routine. My goal is to put on as much muscle as possible and to get stronger every session. To fuel my workout, I am going to eat 2 slices of whole grain bread with peanut butter, sliced bananas, and honey. Fueling with carbs will give me the energy I need to move as much weight as possible. If my goal was to burn fat, I'd opt for fewer carbs and fuel with something lighter, like Greek yogurt with berries. I'd still have fuel, but my body would burn fat, as opposed to the carbohydrates I usually eat. Regardless of what you eat, be sure to stay hydrated. Can't forget my water bottle. With my morning meal, I always make sure to incorporate creatine monohydrate into my water, which is a supplement for creatine. Creatine is a nitrogenous compound that is both synthesized in the body and found in foods such as animal products and supplements. A person needs around 2 grams of creatine per day, however, taking more allows me to enhance multiple aspects of my workout. I am currently in the loading phase, taking 20 grams per day of creatine. This phase goes on for 5 to 7 days. If you do not want to have this much creatine in one day, instead you can consume around 3 grams per day, however, it will be a more gradual process. The benefits of creatine include increasing athletic performance, by increasing energy stores, protein synthesis, and muscle growth factors. It is also said to increase lean muscle mass and exercise capacity. Lastly, it is known to prevent injury and enhance recovery from exercise. Although there are benefits, creatine has negative effects such as muscle pulls and, if taken over a long period of time, could potentially cause kidney strain. As I weight train, the amino acids in my body aid in building muscle, and are the building blocks for important proteins in my muscles. Contractile proteins such as actin and myosin help my muscles move and contract as I lift weights, and are controlled by regulatory protein tropomyosin and troponin. Did you know that flushing the lactic acid produced as a byproduct of your workout speeds up recovery and helps your body return back to normal heart rate, breathing, and oxygen consumption? You can flush lactic acid by doing a proper cool down. My favorite cool down after weightlifting is a 10-minute walk on the treadmill followed by some arm, leg circles and stretching. This helps keep blood flowing without creating more stress on the body. A low-intensity cool down allows lactic acid to flow out of the muscle, through the bloodstream, to the liver. Here, in the liver, lactic acid can be recycled back into glucose to be used for energy. This process is known as the Cori cycle. When I get home, I always think of ways to maximize my workout and promote recovery. It is important to know that while weightlifting, my muscles are undergoing microscopic tears. Eating a sufficient protein intake post-workout allows me to repair my muscles, reduce soreness, and enhance recovery time. So, I decided to make a protein shake with milk, Greek yogurt, rolled oats, bananas, and peanut butter. Adding the protein shake to my diet after my workout helps stimulate muscle protein synthesis by reaching my protein intake goal of 1.5 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Since I weigh 200 pounds, my protein intake goal should be around 136 to 180 grams of protein per day. I remember to avoid these food items to maintain my results. Alcohol dehydrates the body, causes lower testosterone, decreases protein synthesis and causes people to eat highly processed foods. These foods are filled with saturated fats, trans fats and simple carbs. These items clog blood vessels and make it difficult for someone to have a productive workout. These foods raise blood pressure, which places extra strain on the heart. The most harmful of these items are trans fats. They raise low-density cholesterol like saturated fats do and decrease high-density cholesterol. To avoid trans fats, I avoid foods that list hydrogenated oil on their nutrition facts. Simple carbs, like high fructose corn syrup, is another item that I prefer to stay away from. The excess sugar and carbs can easily be converted into triglycerides. Throughout my weightlifting journey, I've also seen a lot of marketing that pushes people to consume multivitamins and protein supplements. Over the years, I've learned to avoid most multivitamins because if the body receives too much of the same vitamin through diet, they can become toxic. High doses in vitamins such as A, D, E, and K can lead to nerve damage, injuries to the liver, allergic reactions, and gene expression issues if they are taken in high doses. Some marketing teams also minimize the importance that vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble. This means that these vitamins will not be consumed efficiently if they are not digested with a source of fat. Protein powders are not harmful if they are taken in moderation with a balanced diet, but there are some drawbacks to keep in mind. Many protein powders are filled with incomplete proteins because they are derived from a plant source that is missing at least one of the 9 essential amino acids. Without all of the essential amino acids, the body cannot efficiently build new proteins. Protein powders use the same transporter proteins that other amino acids from our diet need to be moved throughout the body. This can cause the body to be deficient in other essential amino acids that aren't derived from protein supplements. I prefer to get my nutrition from whole food sources. My diet mainly includes leafy greens, whole grains, lean meats, poly and monounsaturated fats. These food sources provide the energy I need for a weightlifting session without the potential drawbacks from multivitamins and other supplements. Additionally, I ensure to drink enough water to break down the ATP sources my body creates from the food I've digested. I also spend 30 minutes in sunlight per day so that I don't become vitamin D deficient. Thank you for listening to my advice on weightlifting and good luck with achieving your goals.